I see these mistakes made by homeowners every day while I'm out doing dryer vent cleaning, and the first mistake is using a plastic foil transition vent. Pause the video, move your dryer out, look behind it. If you have one of these plastic foil vents, replace it immediately. Not only could these actually go on fire if you put a light to it or if it gets too hot, they have rivets around them that will catch more lint. And then also, if you take a flashlight and shine it inside one of these vents, you will see a bunch of light escaping, which means the dust, heat, and if you have a gas dryer, carbon monoxide is going right back into your laundry room, which is super dangerous. The only ones I would recommend replacing are Dryer Flex, and I'll leave a link down below for them, and so you can get them at the cheapest price. The next mistake I see is not cleaning the inside of the dryer. Some of the dirtiest dryers I've seen with burnt lint and a burning smell coming from it were from people that said they got their dryer vent cleaned every single year. But then I asked them, did the company actually clean the inside of the dryer, take it apart and clean it? They said no, they just blew out the vent and that was it. Well, the inside of the dryer is actually where the fires are going to start. Cleaning the dryer vent is very important, but if you don't clean the inside of the dryer, then it's a fire waiting to happen. There's a couple of areas to clean inside the dryer. One is the lint trap. If you have a dryer where you open the door, the lint trap's in there. Take a flashlight, look at the side wall. You will be horrified if you've been using your dryer for more than a couple of months with the amount of flammable lint in there. Also, in the back of the machine, you take this transition vent off. Most of the dryers will have a pipe with one screw. Take that out, gives you access to the floor pan, and this is where a lot of lint will accumulate. I've seen this really burnt, filled with pet hair, super dangerous. Or if you have a dryer with the lint screen on the top, then the whole back panel comes off, making it super easy to clean. Number 3 is not cleaning the roof vent. Some people have 2-story houses or even 1-story houses, and they might have a company come clean the dryer vent every year or so, but they don't go on the roof. The number one cause why I see people go into the laundromat, it's taken a bunch of cycles for their clothes to dry, that's because the roof vent is clogged. Now, there's 2 ways the roof vent could get clogged. Number 1 is with just lint. No one's ever cleaned it. No one's been up there since the house has been built. The lint will start to stick to the edge, and the temperature and the humidity on the roof will turn it into like cement, and eventually it's like a magnet, and it will build till the whole opening is filled with lint. None of the air and heat can come out, causing a huge fire hazard. The next way is with a screen. A lot of the roof jacks that they use come with a screen on it, and you're supposed to remove the screen if it's for a dryer vent, but sometimes the people that install it don't know what's a dryer vent. They don't know which one's a bathroom exhaust. Bathroom and kitchen exhaust, you could have a screen on it, no problem, but dryer vent's going to have lint, so it will get clogged immediately. So there's a couple ways to solve this problem. A lot of people are scared of animals coming in their vent. One way is to put a big cage around it, giving at least 3 to 6 inches from the opening, so it'll keep big animals out, but it won't get clogged because it's not right there on the edge. Another way is, this one's a lot more expensive, and that's installing a whole new roof jack that has a better flapper in it, so that when the dryer's on, it's open, but when it's closed, it's impossible for any animal, even the smartest squirrel, to open it. And I'll leave a link down below for the roof jack that I recommend. Number 3 is not cleaning the dryer vent because it is just going to the side of the house. Some of the dirtiest, most clogged dryers and dryer vents I've seen, because people are like, oh, I didn't think I had to clean it because it just goes 6 inches right out the side of the house. Well, this still needs to be cleaned, and a lot of times the inside of the dryers are really dirty. So even if you could see airflow coming out when you walk to the side of your house and your vent's right there, you still have to clean the inside of your dryer every year or so. Number 4 is using dryer sheets. Dryer sheets are going to leave a chemical residue on your dryer's lint screen, and eventually that'll get clogged. So use dryer balls, the wool balls. There's all different types. I'll leave links down below, but don't use dryer sheets. Use the dryer balls. It could be a little bit more noisy. Number 5 is getting ripped off by a dryer vent cleaning company. There's 2 ways it happens. Number 1 is you'll call them, say you want your dryer vent cleaned. They'll give you a whole spiel, a 20-minute spiel, blah, blah, blah. We do this, we do that, everything's included. And then they'll hit you with the price, at the end, if you're smart enough to ask for the price, or they'll just send me there and I'll have to tell you the price of like $279 when it really shouldn't be more than like $150, $175 for a full dryer vent cleaning. The other way is other companies that I worked at that weren't all included, they would send me there and the customer would think they're paying $125, $150. But if I left there with less than a $400 ticket, I would get in trouble. So they'll either do a high price and then just tell you a bunch of jargon, or they'll do a low price and then try to leave with a much higher price. If you don't want to ever have to pay anything at all to clean your dryer vent, watch this video to learn how to do it for